Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. So today we're doing a focused deep dive into something that causes so much stress for business owners: employee turnover.
It's a huge cost,
Yeah.
huge.
Right. And we always assume it's about salary, that we just got outbid. But a really revealing LaborSync blog article shows the truth is, well, it's a lot more systemic.
And more importantly, it's fixable.
Exactly. So let's just jump right into the core insight, because this is pretty shocking. 75% of employees who quit, 3 out of 4, they don't leave the job.
They leave their manager or the systems around them.
That's just a massive operational failure, not a salary issue. So if it's not money, what's the number one driver?
Well, what's so fascinating here is that the problems are, they're subtle, but the impact is catastrophic.
Yeah.
The biggest hidden driver we see is consistently chaotic scheduling.
Scheduling. Not pay, not benefits, but the schedule.
Think about it. When an employee never knows their hours until the last minute, the company is practically screaming that their personal life has zero value.
That their time doesn't matter outside of work.
Precisely. And your best employees, the really reliable ones, they need stability. They have commitments. Kids, maybe classes, a second job.
Of course.
If they can't plan their life, they will, and I mean will, start looking for a job they can rely on.
So the fix is just consistent schedules.
Yeah.
And some advance notice.
It's that simple. It's foundational.
Okay, but if 75% of this is systemic, what's the fastest thing a manager can do right now to fix things?
Well, that brings us to the next point, which is just as big.
I found this next insight really shocking. 57% of employees leave because of their relationship with their manager.
Right, but here's the twist.
It's often because of absence, not because the boss is mean. It's the feeling of just being invisible.
Exactly. Your top talent isn't looking for a trophy every day.
No.
They just need to be seen, acknowledged. A simple, hey, I saw how you handled that difficult customer yesterday. Great job. That's it.
And the lack of that is what makes them open up their resume.
And that feeling of invisibility, it ties directly into what we call the death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Ah, the daily friction.
Yes, the slow, grinding morale killer. Good, efficient people quit when simple tasks are made complicated by, say, old paper timesheets or just clunky processes.
Just signals a total disrespect for their time.
A profound disrespect. So you have chaos, invisibility, and now this friction.
And I mean, if you follow that thread, where does it lead? Straight to burnout.
It's a trap. And the irony is, your best people, the ones who always say yes to an extra shift, they're the ones who burn out the fastest.
Because they're the ones carrying the weight of those broken systems.
Exactly. And it gets even worse when you add in communication black holes.
Oh, when policies just appear out of nowhere.
Right. Or when decisions feel random because there's no transparency. If you tell a great employee to handle a project when you have time, you're actually just creating stress.
You're forcing them to guess.
And that guessing game is what accelerates burnout.
The good news here, though, is that the analysis in the LaborSync blog article, it gives us a really clear roadmap. You don't need a massive new budget for this.
No, you just need better discipline. We can boil the fixes down.
Okay, let's do it.
First, create consistency. Build a stable schedule. And if you absolutely have to make a change, communicate it early. Give context.
Right. And second,
Check in. Genuinely. I don't mean micromanaging. I mean having real conversations that acknowledge their work.
and crucially, streamline your systems. Get rid of those daily frustrations. I mean, modern tools for scheduling and time tracking, they provide that transparency everyone craves. It kills the paper cuts problem.
Instantly. And finally, just be transparent about what success looks like. Clear expectations eliminate that guesswork that fuels burnout.
It all seems so straightforward when you lay it out.
It is. Which brings us to the final thought for you, the business owner listening to this. Good employees. They rarely leave over one big thing.
It's the small things adding up.
They leave when the chaos, the invisibility, the broken systems, when all of it accumulates until the scale just tips. So the real question isn't whether your team has other options. They always do.
The question is,
Are you consistently giving them reasons to stay?
this episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.